now you're going to show us how to make caramel.
Let's do it.
So you're going to do a dry caramel and a wet caramel. What's the difference?
Dry caramel, you're going to cook the sugar over direct heat. Wet caramel, you're going to cook the sugar with water.
And why would you do one for one method and the other for the other ice cream?
The dry caramel is going to give you a more pronounced bitterness. The wet caramel is going to be smoother in the flavor and a little bit smoother in the consistency. So as the sugar starts to melt, you're going to see in the bottom of the pot, it gets hot. And then you get this clumping of sugar that's been cooked a little bit and some of the raw sugar. This is when it's really important to continue to stir it. It should really start to look like wet sand if you're stirring it consistently and just continually melting that sugar in the bottom of the pot. We're going to deglaze with a little bit of cream. It's important at this point to just start with a little bit.
So if you add a little bit of cream, get it totally smooth, and then add a little bit more cream step by step, you won't get the separation of hard caramel and cream. It'll all work together. So this darker caramel has a much more bitter flavor, more intense, and that's what you're going to use with the chocolate ice cream.
Right.
This pale butterscotchy caramel is just a little bit of sweetness for the Cayeta ice cream.
Exactly.
So milk powder equals smooth and creamy ice cream.
Well, that's one of the things that equals smooth and creamy ice cream. What you want to do is create a little bit of a thick paste first.
So a few little lumps are okay.
Not the end of the world.
Got it.
I don't think anything's the end of the world when you're making ice cream.
Nothing's the end of the world?
Making ice cream. So we're going to take our mint that we picked in our garden, put it all stems and everything.
The whole thing? Even wow,
stems
okay.
We're going to pour our base over the top.
It smells incredibly minty. It smells like caramel, but it also smells a little bit like citrus. Like there's something really bright in there.
I think that's from the mint. We're going to emulsify our chocolate now. So this is a pretty important step for this ice cream. If you don't emulsify the chocolate really smooth, you're going to wind up with an ice cream base that's going to be broken. So it'll be grainy, it'll be greasy.
Okay, and when you say emulsify, you just mean smooth.
Exactly.
And this is, so the cream is here, this is the milk, and this is the base.
That's it, we're ready to go.
And homemade cones. Gotta have the homemade cones.
What else? And we'll do some of our bitter chocolate milk.
The texture of this is so soft.
Yeah, that's from caramelizing the sugar.
It's just creamy, creamy, creamy.